Everybody's favourite macaroni cheese. Really simple to make, really quite cheap. Margarine, flour into your pan. For the macaroni or any sort of pasta, it doesn't really matter which pasta you use. We're using macaroni because it says macaroni cheese, but it doesn't matter. Water must be boiling. You don't have to put salt in, but you can if you want to. Macaroni goes into the boiling water. Okay, we're going to make the roux sauce now for the cheese sauce. So we've got margarine and flour. So we melt the margarine into the flour without colouring it. We don't want any colour in this because it's a white sauce. So we make the roux by melting the margarine on a medium heat. So once you've got the roux, that's the margarine and the flour melted together, you then need to gradually add your milk. Little bit at a time and stir it in. This helps to make sure that you don't get a lumpy sauce. If you do get a lumpy sauce, don't worry, we can get the whisk in and whisk it out. So each time you've got rid of the milk and it's absorbed into the flour, you pop a little bit more in. And you keep doing that so that the flour absorbs all the milk. You can see the sauce, the flour's absorbed the milk. Keep stirring it so it's quite a smooth paste. So you can see now that the sauce is quite smooth. If you wanted to get those lumps out, little bits that there are, you can just beat the sauce a bit more. And we just carry on adding the milk until we've added the amount that's on the recipe. Once all the milk's been added, you need to continue to stir, because what you've got to ensure you do is boil this sauce so that the flour is cooked, otherwise you'll taste raw flour, which isn't particularly nice. What you need to make sure is that your pasta isn't stuck to the bottom of your pan, so just give it a quick stir and it should be bubbling away. Right, you need to keep stirring this because as the sauce thickens, the flour sinks to the bottom and will stick on the bottom of the pan if you're not careful, and you don't want a burnt sauce. So it will thicken up all the time, and as soon as it starts to boil and bubble, then you can turn it off. You just need to see the sauce actually bubble and some bubbles break on the surface, like that. Once that's happened, you know that the sauce has boiled, and then you can turn it off. Turn this white sauce, so you could use this white sauce in a lasagna on top of some pasta if you bake it in the oven, or you can make it into a cheese sauce. To do that, you need to put the cheese in. Keep a little bit just behind so you can sprinkle it on the top of your macaroni cheese before you serve it. Stir that in and it will melt. Cheese is very salty, so you shouldn't need to add any more salt to it, but if you prefer your food a lot saltier, then add some salt. To make it taste really nice, we're going to add some nutmeg. If you've got fresh nutmeg, like this, you need to grate it. If you've not got fresh nutmeg and you've got powdered, that's fine also. This is better because you're freshly grating it, so it gives all the really fresh nutmeg flavours. Once you've stirred your nutmeg in and your cheese, just to warm it up a little bit, teaspoon of mustard powder or any sort of mustard really, and give that a stir in. So your sauce is ready for your pasta. Put your colander into the sink. This stops you getting scalded when you are draining your pasta. So drain the pasta out, and the macaroni has holes in the middle. So give it a shake because there will be some water trapped in those holes. That's what it's designed for, to hold sauce. Pop that back into your pan and then put your cheese sauce into your macaroni and give it a stir.